And we're back to talk about calendar. All right, while my screen is getting set up, I'll explain something. All of you are going to start in the old calendar. We don't know how much longer this is going to stick around, so I suggest just click Use New Calendar because that's where all my tutorials are going to come from. And wow, check out the new look. It's pretty much the same, just updated with the new Google kind of color scheme and look. Okay, so first off, in the top left, you have kind of a snapshot of your months, which is kind of nice sitting right there. You also have a choice over a lot of different views. I like 4-day, but you can choose schedule, which is kind of like your agenda. You can choose day, but I like to think that's kind of limiting in terms of when you're planning. Week, which is great, but a little cramped, which is why it leads me to my absolute favorite, which is, well, we're going to talk about month first. Again, a little cramped, but good overview. Okay, and 4-day is my favorite because it gives you a little bit more flexibility with planning, and you can see a nice overview of your day as well. All right, along the left side, you have all the calendars that you have started or calendars you've subscribed to, and you can choose to hide or show those pretty easily by clicking the option to the left of them. You can change the color if you want by clicking options in your calendar as well. So it's kind of up to you about how you want to use it. If you ever think all your stuff is gone, it's probably you've hid your calendar. It's not gone. All right, to add a new event, much like Outlook, but it's a little bit easier because all the options are available to you at once. You have everything normal, dates, times, event titles, locations. The best, though, that I love is the fact that you can add an attachment. So you can put in a Google Drive attachment or a straight-up attachment for a meeting or something, which is nice for all the people attending that meeting. You can also add guests without having to click into a new menu option like you did in Outlook. So that's a plus for Google Calendar. All right, going back. Now, you can also choose to add reminders and appointment slots. A lot to say on this stuff. Probably going to do it in another video or handout. Appointment slots are great. Reminders are even better if you use Inbox and Google Keep. It's going to be really cool how reminders integrate themselves and help you keep track of stuff. So look for those videos even more so in the future. Now, moving on to settings. I'm just going to talk about the important settings you need to worry about. There's a lot of stuff to go over here. It's pretty well set up right from the get-go, but if you go to add a calendar, this is going to be if you're going to create it for a class or maybe activities or something for someone to follow, maybe a separate calendar for yourself with all the important dates of anything. You're going to start a new calendar, okay? You don't have to do this for every type of event, but maybe you have a certain grouping of events you want to keep track of. Now, let's say you finish making this calendar and you want somebody to follow it. It's going to create itself on the left. So I have my technology bookings. If I wanted you all to follow the different technology booking things, see my schedule for when people are meeting with me, I would go down to Integrate Calendar and I would give you this link. Now, where do you put this link? I'll show you in 2 seconds. Been a little bit longer than 2 seconds. Going to bounce over to show you how you can subscribe to it. So you'll go all the way back over to your settings where it says Add Calendar. Underneath Add Calendar, there's From URL. Click that, and you would paste in that option. You can tell your students to do that. You can do it yourself if someone's sharing a calendar, but that's how you would share